Okay, I'm back. I just went to refill my water. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh yeah, and one more point that I just remembered. All the stuff I'm saying about, the Trello boards and stuff. This isn't armchair psychology. This isn't me like thinking I can predict the future and saying, oh well, I bet this is what would happen. This is what has happened. I've been through this so many times now, that I'm done pretending it's going to turn out differently the next time. And I'm sick of, burning bridges with people who are enthusiastic about the project and want to help by accepting help that's going to end up burning them out or pissing them off or just wasting our time. So I'm not afraid to accept help. I'm really not, and I did a lot early on. But uh, you get burned enough times and you make enough people unhappy, you eventually learn to stay away from from certain offers, even if they're totally sincere. I mentioned that because I do know people who are sort of pathologically averse to help and find all kinds of excuses not to accept it. And I just want to make sure you don't feel devalued in that way. Oh, well, that's something, isn't it? Not going to worry about that for now. I think I forgot to set the alpha on the canvas group to 0. We'll see soon. Oh no, is it reversed? That would be silly of me. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that. Come on, show me something else. Show me another one. Oh, you're pissing me off now. Okay, it's still limited to Steam VR controller. We got the one to look right. Let's see what's going on with the others here. Okay, looks like we're in between. Alright, I tell you what, I'm gonna die here. Now we'll see the prompts again. Okay, there's a void. Except it's not fading out. What is going on? Oh, okay, here. Oh boy. I just found a new bug. That's interesting. We need to check for null against these, because there's no guarantee that the controller is actually going to be present, because tracking might have dropped out or something. It's good to know. I don't think that relates to the issue with the prompts, which I still don't understand. But whatever, we'll fix it while we're in there. Yeah, I'm confused, guys, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna load up our interface. I'm gonna set these guys all to 0 so we're not confused. And then we're going to add some debugs, because I'm tired of guesswork. Movement prompts, da 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 da. Okay. Okay. That's what we're going to do. All right, you know what? This is really starting to get on my nerves. It's really just starting to get on my nerves, man. I can't take it. Ugh. Now we're checking. This is what's giving us the bad index here. So what we need is to make sure. This is in our intro screen camera, which is the thing that controls the fading in and out and stuff. And if you hit a button trigger, it's supposed to initiate a fade. What's happening is we're trying to get the device from this controller, from this tracked object we have. And the index is wrong because the controller isn't turned on. So what I need to do is make sure that it's active before I do this. Okay. Should fix it. I don't remember doing that before. I might be wrong. Maybe I was just incredibly lucky and the controllers were always turned on. But whatever. Should be fixed now. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. Let's jump into our world and see what's going on. With our prompts. Fading 2D prompt movement and VR prompt movement. Okay, sending movement to player position, sending phase to player position. Okay, so these things are happening. And they're happening with prompts that we actually have because they weren't, we'd be getting null reference exceptions. So we know this stuff is being done. Question is, why is it not quite having the, well, oh, no, here we go. Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. Phase is appearing roughly 1 unit below the player, and we're falling past it. And now this guy should be doing the same thing. Falling past it. Now they're reversed. which isn't quite what I wanted. And they weren't really appearing in my field of view. So I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna look at them again. This time through the actual, you know what, I'll just stick this on my face. Show me, show me. Where is it? Is it behind me? Is that what's happening? Where is it? Damn it! Arrgh. I must have set the offset wrong. Made it poke out in the wrong direction. Okay, so I, the player, I am looking in this direction. Okay, now where was the prompt? All the way up there. Why would it... Why is this working intermittently? Let's see what the chat has to say. Nothing. You guys are useless. Okay, I'm gonna die again. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. Interface, GUI, 3D prompts. Okay, we're gonna keep a hawk's eye on you. Why am I seeing jack shit? Did they only show the first time? Shown prompts once. Jesus Christ. They're only shown the first time. So that's why they weren't showing up a second time. Kind of, you know, it makes sense. You'd only want to see them one time instead of every time. It's hilarious to me how little I know about my own games. Like, I programmed this shit. I should know this stuff, shouldn't I? And yet... Okay, GUI. Let's see our prompts. Okay, this is good. So this is the direction that we're facing. Okay, it is. I just need to rotate it 180 degrees. So I know how to fix this now. What we need to do is we need to change this offset. First of all, we need to make it a lot farther out because it's a little bit too big. And second, we need to make it positive, not negative. Now we should see some action. It should work now, right? Surely I haven't forgotten anything else. If anyone out there is interested in getting into game dev, if you're not already a developer, learn your math. Learn trigonometry, and vector math, and all that good stuff. the reason I'm struggling with this is because I'm not so hot at math. Not so good at doing the transformations in my head. There we go. Avoid phase through moving creatures. Everything here will kill you. All right, good. That's done. Now we just need to do it with the level text. So the question is, where does that happen? Forward text, blah, 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 blah. What is it even called? Where do we do that? Level text. Okay, it's called level text. So let's do a search for that. Okay. So this happens in the in-game interface. That's fine. Level text intro. Okay, we don't need to set language. Forget that. Forget that. I've got this wrapped in a try block. That's interesting. Dangerous, I said. Why is this so dangerous? Oh, because I'm not being careful about checking array bounds and stuff. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So this is where we need to also set the VR level text. So the first thing we need to do is we need to change this to level text 2D. We need to create a second level text VR. And then everywhere we do something to level text 2D, we're going to do it to level text VR. Because we're not trying to be clever. We're not trying to be efficient. We're just trying to get shit done. Okay. Text jitter is one of my favorite little things we came up with. It's what jumbles around the text and changes it to funky characters and stuff. I like it a lot. I think it adds a lot to the game. Hopefully I'm not missing anything here. No, I might have. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need to change this. No, no, that was good. That's good. Okay. So everywhere that we mess with TJ, this is so gross. I can't believe I'm showing you that I'm just basically copying and pasting over and over. But whatever. Warts and all, right? Okay. We have a lot of points where the level text gets turned off if the menu is open and stuff. I have a feeling that right now we're in code that I didn't write all of. A lot of this was Nathan. And one of the things about a project where you got multiple people writing code is a lot of times the requirements aren't totally clear between the two parties or three parties. And so you write something in a certain way. You know, like I'll write something based on what he says he needs. He'll write something based on what I say I need. And then much later you go in and realize, oh, well, I didn't even tell him to look out for this. You know, I didn't even tell him that this would be necessary. And you have to add all these weird little kludgy things, like checking if the menu is open every 5 seconds. That smells like this kind of problem to me, looking at this now. Okay. Now we haven't done a thing with changing the position of the level text in VR. We're just changing the color and jittering the font. And I think we're covered there. Okay, so I'm gonna copy our level text over here. First, our 2D level text. Come on. Which will be exactly the same. And then our 3D level text, which will not be treated the same. Okay. So what needs to happen with this level text? We need to create an offset again. So that's how we're doing all of this. And we'll set the offset to the same distance as these guys just to start. So it'll appear out there. I don't think we have to orient it because the player starts out looking in the same direction every time. Right? Right? We're forgetting something? I'm getting into game dev starting out with 2D. That's smart. Keep it simple. Yes, definitely keep it simple. 2D is a great place to start. So what we want to do is we want to set the parent which would be the offset. Is that really what we want to do? No, you know what? I'm just gonna play it. We'll see what happens and then I'll respond. Forget trying to predict stuff. And then I'll probably wrap this up around 12 o'clock. So if you have any questions about anything that you've seen, or if you want to see anything before I go, now's the time to ask. Okay. Oh, okay, all right. Hey, that's not bad. It was pretty much where I was looking. I'm pleased by that actually. All right, so now we just need to add a thing that turns them off and on based on whether VR is enabled. And level text are enabled equals whatever the opposite of that is. Now, do I set this to enabled anywhere else? Nope, it's just always on. All right, so that should do it. I might tweak the position of stuff later. Oh, install new vertex motion version. I use a thing called vertex motion, which is a really cool tool. I suggest you check it out. Unsponsored plug. What it is, it's a Unity plugin that lets you do real-time mesh deformations using shaders and mesh colors. So it's really, really fast, and we use it a lot for deforming surfaces. There's one particular level. Let me load it up here. Is it scene? It might be scene 4. Yeah, it's scene 4. Where we've got these sort of bizarre muscle fibers, right? And they inflate and deflate as you fall through the stage. And animating each one of these with a skin mesh renderer would just nuke the frame rate. But we can take one of these objects, use vertex motion on it, or you paint the weights of the deformation here, and you add a sensor that inflates it or deflates it or makes it jiggle or whatever. It's great for secondary motion on skinned mesh renderers. So if you have like a big fat guy and he's like stomping around, you can use vertex motion on top of the skin mesh renderer to add like fat jiggle and stuff. But you can also do other simple deformations like I said, inflate, which is what we use here. You do this once on this one particular muscle fiber, which is super fast, and then the guy who wrote this tool was nice enough to create a script that just copies the result of that deformation onto identical meshes. If you were to use vertex motion on all of these guys, it would actually be pretty fast. You can squeak by, but every once in a while, other frame rate drops would drop you below 90, and so instead, we're using this script that just copies it from that reference, and so they all move, in tandem, and it's super fast. Now the problem is, Unity 5 changed some things. It changed the API, which broke vertex motion. So he just sent me a custom update that I will install now. He warned me that this might break still other scripts, and I would have to go in and fix those myself. But that's fine. I'm down with that. No, it looks fine to me. We look okay. All right, I'm going to open up a test scene where I can just put the muscle. Okay, so this is the muscle distort. And this guy is going to copy from muscle distort, wherever he is. Where are you? And I'll just verify that one is actually copying from the other. I hope these work in isolation. They might depend on the stage. Nope, they work. Okay, look at that. Well, that was an anticlimax. He said I was going to have to fix some stuff, so I thought I'd get to show you how the guts of this stuff worked. But it just worked. I didn't have to change anything, so That's kind of a pointless thing to go out on. Uh, I will, I think, make sure that I'm using the right mesh because that didn't look correct to me. The trick with this is you have to use a mesh format that saves colors correctly because it uses the vertex colors in order to distort it. And a lot of software packages don't export them correctly. So I've been using Collada, which is, what is that? See, and this doesn't look right. I'm using the wrong mesh here. Um, I should be using one. It's not an object. It should be saved as a CDA, I think. Link us your game, Flint. Can't remember what it is. DAE. I was way off. Okay, blur body pieces, source meshes. What are you? No, that's the gem. That's weird. Okay, so it looks like I never created a DAE for these guys. So I guess I'm gonna have to do that, but I'll do that later because that's not very exciting. Yeah, but I mean, they work now. That's fantastic. I'm extremely pleased by that. Um, all right, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I mean, I have way more to do, but that's probably the most that I can do without hunkering down and not being distracted by doing the stream. But yeah, I feel good about what I got done. Feeling good about those prompts. It's it was ugly. It wasn't very clever, but it works. And I just need to polish it up a little bit, and it'll be done. So yeah, next time. Oh, it's not far along enough for a semi-public viewing yet. All right. Well, when you're ready. When you're ready. Say next week. Is that soon enough? Get on it. All right, next time I'll either be working on this. Oh, you're not distracting. Don't worry. No, I just tend to work slower when I'm on stream anyway because my brain isn't, multiple places at once. I'm getting better at it though. I've noticed. If you look at my very first streams, I am all over the map. At least here, when I suffer from a sort of context switch degaussing, I can recover from it in a matter of seconds instead of minutes. Um, Yeah, next time I'll probably be working on Euclidean or felt tip circuits because again the release dates for those are coming up quick. Uh, I might sneak a Frontiers in there somewhere. We'll see. We'll see. Um, I might also just work on Frontiers sort of off the record and just try to get some things done without streaming it. Yeah, chaotic times, but in a good way. We'll see what happens. You ignored me and created a Trello board anyway. All right, well I can't stop you. So knock yourself out. Um, Yeah, just don't hate me if it doesn't go quite the way you hope. But we'll see what happens. Maybe this will be the combo breaker. We'll keep our fingers crossed. All right, that's all for today. I will catch you guys later.